what's going on, guys? It has been a minute since we've made a video about the EG. The EG is still here and doing just fine, but I finally have my first track day coming up, so I needed to get some upgraded brakes. I ended up going with some Motul RBF 600 upgraded .4 brake fluid and some Hawk HP Plus brake pads that I got for the front brake calipers. I'm still leaving it stock in the rear since that'll be just fine for my skill of driving. Our first step is going to be jacking up the car and getting the wheels off. After that, we'll rip the old brake pads on the front out. We'll slap in the new Hawk HP Pluses, and then after we're done with that, we'll take the rest of the wheels off and we'll bleed everything with the new .4 brake fluid. Now we will take the pads out of the box. We've got our little grease pack, stickers, and our pads right here. Nice new pads. Those are ready to go. And now we'll use a 12mm socket and wrench to open up the caliper. Our bolt. See if we can flip that up. I'll need to loosen this top one a little bit too. Okay. That flips up. We can take out our pads here. You can see they're still new, but we just wanted to upgrade to better ones for the track day. Those guys out. Now we got our two new Hawk pads. Pull the caliper up. And I've already greased this before with some synthetic grease, so I'm not going to add more to the little shims, but I am going to take the Hawk grease. I'm going to apply it kind of on the edges. And then of course some on the middle, since that's where the piston is going to hit it. And this little brake sensor goes on the inside. Boom. And then what I'm actually going to do for this is I'm going to put it on the outside here, since this is the part that makes contact with the actual brake pad itself. And then I like to do a little around the caliper just to make sure it's nice and lubricated. And I'll take my pad, slip it in there. Boom. Let's see if I can get this in there without having to collapse the piston, and I don't have to, so that's great. So we can go right to reinstalling the bolt. And now the top. Okay, and now we'll go do the other side. All right, the hawk pads are in, the old ones are out, and now we're going to pull out the old brake fluid and put some of this stuff in. So let's go ahead and get this hood popped. Now we're going to start the brake bleeding process. So the pattern goes from rear passenger to rear driver, then over to passenger, and then to driver. You want to go from the furthest away from the master brake cylinder up to the closest in that order. And what I've got here is kind of a little makeshift bleeding tool. It's just a water bottle, and I got a long rubber hose that kind of fits on the bleeder screw. And basically what I do is I have some pre-filled with the old fluid we just took out, and the hose goes down into there. So as I bleed it, any air goes out through there, and because it's in there, it doesn't go back in once it goes into the fluid. So this is kind of my like single man thing. So what I'll do is I'll attach the hose like so, and I will crack this, and then I'll go in and pump the brake pedal a few times, and then come back and tighten it and firm it up again, and then just repeat that process again. And then I go around to every wheel and do the same thing. Okay, bleeding's all done. I'm gonna throw the wheels on, lower the car, and I'm gonna take it out to go set the pads, and we should be done. And that's it. Like I said, we have everything done. Car's on the ground, wheels are all torqued. I'm gonna go take it for a drive real quick, make sure everything's good, and try and seat the brakes. And the next video I should be is when I actually go to track and put this thing to use for the first time. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.